Hello guys, welcome to another insightful section of our free graphic design class. So in today's lesson we are going to learn how to design church flyer like this. This is a great flyer and a simple flyer that I did for a church in UK. So this is going to be only tutorial sake. When you go to the description, I have left a link there to have access to the resources, the backgrounds, and then the image and also the fonts. So let's go back to Photoshop, and without wasting my time, let's start. So in this particular tutorial we are going to take our time step by step to learn so many things. So please take note of every instruction and every detail in this particular video. Let's go to file to create a new document. If you are in Photoshop like this, or create new, or you can use the file menu here. Go to new. Once it pops up, let's change our unit to pixels. And with pixels, with social media, you'll be using the measurement as 1080 and then the height to 1080. Resolution is 300, and also the color mode, because we are using it for social media, we will leave it at RGB. You can go ahead and name this as all night vigil. That's it. And I think any other thing, okay, oh yeah, I think this is okay. So we'll go ahead and click create. Now one thing that I also taught you in this particular training is how to use your rulers. It's very, very important. Okay, and then bring this somewhere also here. Go to the adjustment layer here. Okay, we are adding gradients, and I've taught you how to install gradients and how to use gradients. If you have not watched the video, please, a link is in the video description. Click it. Now with your gradient panel you can move it around. So let's bring it here or on top a bit. Click on this space to add the gradient. You can also bring it here so that we'll see how the gradient looks on our work. Scroll down, but I'm going to give you the gradient. Okay, so I've saved my gradient here. This is what I'm going to use. So the first one is black as usual. It doesn't look black, but it is 00020D. And then the second one is 5C0143. I'm going to give you the gradient in the video description in the resources. Click OK. Make sure that it is 90. The style is set to linear. The scale is 100. I mean, any other thing over here, we are okay. And then I added some background. So let's go back to our resources and bring in our background. So the background, we are using this one. You can select everything. So select this. Let's bring that one first to Photoshop. Good. And then let's shift it somewhere here. Bring it up a bit. I want it to click to accept. Come to the layer panel, right click and rasterize. I've taught you rasterize, what it means by rasterize. I will teach you any other thing over here. So rasterize it. Rasterize simply means that now we have the access to edit this particular image. So eraser tool to do that. So the eraser tool, and come up here, click on this and open the general brushes. Click on the soft one, close it, make sure the hardness is 0, and you can set this to 800. Yes, I think this is okay. You can also use the bracket on the keyboard, the one at the P side, okay, to brush it out. And then take your time to brush the edges, some parts off. I think this will look good for me. Go and select your move tool. Please, the move tool should be your friend. Anytime you are done with a shape or any of the tools and you are done, please go back to move tool. Pay attention. If you don't go back to move tool and you are still on the eraser tool, wanted to move it, you cannot. And please, if in case you make a mistake like this and you want to go back, just press on Ctrl Z on the keyboard. So go back to your move tool. Then we are bringing in the second background, which is this one, the one with the crowd. Drag it to Photoshop. So that is it. So when you bring it to Photoshop, you could see that the image, let me zoom in, you could see that the image is facing left, like here, this direction. I want it to face right. So what I will do is that I will not double click it. Once you double click, the selection is gone. So just press on Ctrl T to bring this particular selection, right click it, and you are going to see these options. Go to flip horizontal. When you flip horizontal, now it is facing right. Shift it up a little bit and then place it somewhere here. You can bring it back a bit. Good. So I think this is okay. Double click to accept, zoom out, control 0, come to the layer side. Now we have 3 layers over here. The first one is the fill, the gradient fill, and then the rest. Right click to rasterize. We are going to blend the background. Okay, so let's fade some part off. This is beautiful, so it looks blended. And the last one, go back again and bring this. Please, backgrounds are very important in designing. So I've explained 4 important things that you have to note when you are designing every flyer. Number 1 is the background, number 2 fonts, number 3 images, colors, number 4, and 5 arrangement, your layout. So press enter and come to the layer side again. You're going to rasterize the image and go to your eraser tool and blend the edges. We just want the edges off. Okay, some of the edges off so that it won't look like it is blended. So I think this is okay. So yeah, this looks perfect. So once we are done with this, what you have to do is come to your layer side. You're going to group all these layers and name it as background. Select everything including the gradient fill, Ctrl J to group, double click it, and you can name it as backgrounds. And just as I said, you can lock this layer if you want to. Yes, let's lock it. Why? Because it will help us not to be moving the layers. So now it is locked. The next one is to bring in the image. So go back to our resources and then drag it to Photoshop. Now you could see this particular image has a background. Double click to accept of white. We don't need a background, so let's right click. We are going to remove it, rasterize it, and come to the properties. If your properties panel is not showing, come to window and look for properties. Here is it, down here. Click it and it will pop up. Once it pops up, come to quick action. Just come down and look for quick action. It says remove background. This is the simplest way of removing background. Click on it and within some few minutes Photoshop is going to remove the background for you. So let's see. Photoshop has removed the background for us. We don't need a properties panel again. Click here. So let's go. So now let's zoom in and take a look at the edges of the image. Ctrl plus to zoom in. Now if you take a look at the edges of this particular image, Ctrl plus again, you could see that there is a whitish around the edges of the image. Now we want to correct that. So come to the cut off image. Now the images are 2 at the layer side. One is at the image itself and one is a cutout shape. Click on the cutout shape. Here is it. Come to filter and go to other. When these options comes up, pick the minimum and then click on that and take a close look at the edges. You can see that it is gone. Make sure that the minimum is 1. Click this and then accept, and let's go and check. You can see that it is gone. Press on Ctrl Z, so you see it is there. Let's go to filter again and go to minimum, and there you go, we've corrected it. Ctrl O, zoom to fit, select the image again. Now we are going to blend this particular image together with the background. How do you do that? Resize the image, double click to accept, go and select your eraser tool, and please make sure your settings, everything is okay. And now you can just brush out. So I think this is absolutely okay for me. Let me shift this up, and then you can still reduce the image. Do not worry, we can do increase the size of the image if you want to. Then the next thing is to bring in the text. Go back to our text tool, select your text. Please take your time and design the same thing. You'll be shocked by the end of this video. You'll be able to design this by yourself. So select the horizontal type tool, and the font that we are going to use, we don't want to be typing it in the center, so click on the left alignment. You can correct by changing the color here. Click on this black icon to change the color of the font. So we want white, so click OK. And please, I said that anytime you are dealing with the text, to make sure the character is your friend, and the character is somewhere here or this one. Click this and the character panel will come. You can just bring it, drag it and bring it here. And the font that we are going to use, we don't want the spacing to be there, so set it to auto. Change the size to, let's say, 60, and let's look for the fonts. You can just click here to type the name of the font. Let's claim it. The font is Robinson. That's the name of the font, Robinson. And everything is okay with the text. Click on the design and let's type in all night. All night. That is it. Click this to accept. If you don't click this, nothing is going to work for you. So come and tick this. So once you are done, come to the VA here. This one. The spacing between the all night is too much. I want to close it up. So VA, click on the VA, and then we want either -25 or 50. I think -50 is too much. So let's pick -25. Yeah. So once you are done, still you are on the text tool, so you can't move it. Go and select your move tool, bring it somewhere here, which I think is absolutely fine. Okay, so what we are going to do next is to copy this particular text. Ctrl J to copy the text, drag it down, and we are going to change the font to VIGIL. VI. We don't want the same font actually, so we are going to use another font called Hustler. So that's it. I'm going to give you the resources for that, and I'm going to increase the size of this particular font to 72. 72 I think is too much, so let me pick 65. So you can type in 65 in the font section and copy the same text again and bring it somewhere here. Change the size to 8, and we are using this font Montserrat. So type in the name of the font Montserrat, and with the Montserrat we are going by semi-bold. Still, let's change size to 10, and this is going to be our dates and everything. But let me zoom in and shift this up. We are going to, don't worry, we'll change the color of the VIGIL, because the color is supposed to be a gold gradient. So let's select the VIGIL. We don't need the character, so bring the character somewhere here and click this. We don't need it. Come to the VIGIL, go to FX, because we are adding a gradient color to it. Select the FX, look for gradient overlay, and the gradient that we are going to use is a golden, which I've taught you in the introduction video on how to install, how to edit and work out with your gradients. So you can bring the layer style somewhere here, click this, you're changing the color, scroll down. I've set my color, so just click this, or if you have the gold, here is it, the golden or the gold gradient, open it and then pick this one, the first one, then pick this. Okay, the second one, click OK and leave it to 90. Let me see, yes, I think 0 is okay. Make sure your angle is 0, make sure your angle is set to 0, and then any other is okay. Go ahead and okay. Now just come to this side, let's shift the ruler down. Let me zoom in, Control plus. So please, with this particular design, kindly take your time. This is going to be the venue, all in caps at the, or you can, don't bring that, just write the church. Good. So at the church premises, the opposite Shell, the Shell station. So please just put in any venue of your choice, and with the venue, if it is too much, you are going to highlight it. Control A to select everything and come to align the text in and the middle. That is what I really want. So the first filling station, let me add Almina to it, okay, just to make it look different. So when I'm done, Control A to select this text, align it at the center. Okay, and let me bring it up a bit. Control O, let me shift the image also up a little bit. Bring this up, bring the VIGIL also up. Now you could see the text is too big for even the all night, so let's reduce the text so I'm making sure that it is aligned to that of the there all night, okay, so that our work will look nice. So let's zoom in. So alignment is beautiful. So let me bring it up a little bit. Yes, and let's change the text to bold. Okay, let's pick bold rather. Good. So I think this is okay. So the alignment is there. Let me bring it down again. And one thing that I did is to add a bit of some unique style to the venue. So go to your shape tool, go and we are using the line. Make sure that the fill color is white. The stroke, set it to this side. We don't need the stroke. So this red thing there, it shows that we don't need it. So click it to cancel the stroke, but make sure the fill color is white, and come and draw your line. So make sure that the line is aligned to that of there. So when you are drawing, make sure the line is also straight, so you can see the number there. Make sure that it is 0, and we don't need it, we don't need the property. So click for it to go. Bring this somewhere here. Go and select your move tool, Ctrl J to copy, and you are going to move it down so it is slow. Double click this and then just move it down a bit, and then press enter. Rasterize the shape, and what you are going to do is to brush some edge off. The brush is too much, so brush some of the edges off. Brush here off, just to style it a bit. Right click, rasterize, style this off, and then brush this also off. So yeah, this is what we are going to have. Ctrl O to bring it down. Select everything here and align it at the center. Very good. Press Ctrl E and then align everything at the center. I like the alignment, so let me bring this 90. That is beautiful. And then let me bring the VIGIL. Can still pick 68, because I want the VIGIL to look a bit bigger. So if you're okay with that, let's remove this ruler so that at times we will have a look at our work. Let's pick 72 and let me see. I think it's not bad. This is okay. Alright, so the next thing that we have to do is to bring in the dates and then the time. So press on Ctrl plus to zoom, Ctrl J to copy, drag this here, and we are going to change this to Friday. And with the Friday, we are going to increase the font size to, so if still you are on move to, but because you are using the character, it becomes so easy for you to change it. Set it to 10, and we are using medium for this, or particularly we can use, yes, I think let's leave it as medium and bring it somewhere here. So let me bring it here and then change the size. Let me pick 11 for this. So this is Friday, and let me write the date. So Friday, let's put in any date there, 11th Pro. Bring this here. So we are typing everything one after the other. Copy this, and this is going to be the time. So let's say the time is 9:30 p.m. Now the time is going to be bold. I'm going to focus on the time, so let me pick bold, and let me pick the dates. Bring it down and bring the time here, and bring this one to somewhere. Let me increase this one to bold, and let me reduce this so that it will be aligned. So let me select the Friday, go and add a gradient layer. Okay, how do you add a gradient layer? Go to the FX and then add a gradient layer, and you know the gradient that we are using the gold. Okay, so we are using the gold, the same thing. I think any other things okay. And this is going to, let's copy this again, Ctrl J, and this is going to be the name of the pastor. Okay, so this is Prophet Justin Aban Afo. So you can see the texting is aligned at the center. I don't need the center. I will highlight everything and then come and align it left. Go and select my move tool, and I can reduce, let me reduce the text. This one is too big, and then close the spacing. You can just close the spacing, it's too much for me. What I did is to bring in some particular rectangle showing to this direction. Select your shape tool, you are picking the rectangle, come and select the fill color, change the color of the shape by using this icon. Click this and pick in this particular yellow color or the golden color, and then pick the yellow down here. Yeah, think this is okay. Click OK. Press on shift to draw the shape. Once, make sure that you press on shift, and then you can do it. If you don't press on shift, you are going to draw different rectangle. So when you are done, leave it. You could see that the direction is up, so we can press on Ctrl T, right click it, and we are going to flip it to rotate it to 90, 180. Yeah, 180 will be okay. If it is not showing, just play along with it. Make sure that it faces the man of God. So the font of the is too big for me. Okay, so let me pick 5. I think it's 5 is okay. And here we go. I think I'm loving the design. Control 0 to zoom out, and that is our work. Now let's go back to our background. We locked our background, if you remember. Open it, select this, and you can set the blend mode to either luminosity, or you can set it to overlay, or you can leave it to normal. Let's bring it somewhere here. Okay, all right, and you can still go ahead and blend if it is showing too much. Open the size, and you can clear some parts off. But if that is okay for you too, you can leave it like that and then lock the background. So let me remove this. Let me remove the rulers. Right now I can now remove the rulers. So that is it. Now we are not done. To make sure that our design looks so beautiful and more beautiful, what we are going to do next is to add in some bit of lens flare. So if you take a look at the original design, there is more to that. So what I did was to add a lens flare. So let's go to the resources. I'm going to give you the lens flare. Actually, I downloaded it from Google, so you can check it out from Google. Lens flare. Once you type in lens flare, you are going to get a lot of them. So I have so many vectors. This particular lens flare. Make sure that in your Photoshop you will select the all night, and then bring in this particular lens flare. And here is it. You can reduce the size if you want to. Double click to accept. Now you can see that it has blocked in our image. So go to your blending mode, and then we want to remove all this black or the darkened parts in the lens flare off. So set it to either light or screen. But we are leaving it to light. Then let's make sure that you click on this one and move it. Let's reduce the size. It is too much. Okay, so let me bring it somewhere here. Double click to accept. Come to the layer side, right click, rasterize it, and we are going to brush some parts off. We are going to brush around it. I think this is fine, and you can just open the background and just clear some parts off if you want to. So the same lens flare, I can Ctrl J to copy it and bring it here, or just there. I just wanted to leave it there. Okay, so that's it. This looks beautiful and very simple. So just as I said, I am a fan of simple designs, so please take your time, go through, practice it, and you will love it by yourself. You did this is a very simple design, but the most important thing is the background. So please, when you are done, you know how to save your work. Go to file. You can use the save as a copy to save your work. You can also use the export to save your work. So change the save as type to format. The format, make sure that it is JPEG. This one, click the JPEG and save. This option is going to pop up. Make sure that the image option, the quality is 12. It is not progressive. Make sure it is baseline standard, and click on OK. And then let's go back to our resources where we saved our work, the design. So let's double click to have a look at it, and that is it. Prophet Justin Aban. You can see that I did not bring the host. You can decide to bring the host or that, and then here will be the church logo if you want to add that one. So please just design something like this. Once you are able to design something like this, I'll be so much happy to see you. So please send your results in the group for comments. See you in the next video. Bye.